Deirdre from Mobility Genie. At Mobility Genie, one of the most common problems we come across would be people who have difficulty putting on their socks independently, without having a helper or a carer do it for them. So we find a very successful item is this Brevitti sock or stocking aid. It's actually a 3-in-1. It's a sock or stocking aid, it's also a shoehorn, and it also allows a person to remove their sock. So it consists of a heavy-duty plastic collar. So the top part of the collar is narrow and the bottom part of the collar is wider. The bottom part of the collar, the wide part, is attached to the long handle of the shoehorn. So you remember that that goes down on your bed or on your table. Then you have the shoehorn section, which is like a regular shoehorn, except that it has a little notch cut out in order to facilitate the removal of the sock. So I'll just explain that a little bit further. It looks very complicated, but in my experience, when people start using this sock aid, especially if they need it in the long term, they love it. So here we have the narrow part up against me, and the flat part is aligned to the long part of the shoehorn. So you sit with this part towards you and that shoehorn away from you. And you take your sock and you drop it down with the heel towards you and the toe to the front. So you thread the sock onto the heavy-duty plastic moulded part. You see now why the narrow part has to be up. And you'll see that the toe of the sock is brought right up to the top. Then what happens is when you put your foot in, holding the sock aid to your side, you pop the foot in and it'll come up around the foot. I'll demonstrate this further when I do a practical demonstration in a moment. So I simply put my foot in, push my foot right into the sock and pull the sock up around. So that's the sock aid. Now we have the notch that's cut out of the shoehorn, which I catch the top of the sock and remove it like so. So the shoehorn then, pop my shoe down, and to assist me get my shoe on, I pop the shoehorn behind, slip my foot in, and that's my 3-in-1 Brevetti sock aid.